Are you planning on a new family vacation at Disney World? Then you don't want to miss this video. We'll give you the best tips and tricks and cheat codes that will help you on your vacation to help you save a ton of time and a ton of money. So please come and explore with us, y'all. Hello, I am Jason and my wife is Melody. We appreciate you watching our video. We put out another tips and tricks video in 2024. Some of those tips and tricks still apply today. I'll put that link in the description below. You can click on that to see that. I'm going to try not to double up too much on these tips and tricks. I want to give you something new this year. Number one thing, I'm going to try to save you some money. You know, sometimes you might think that time is more important than money, but you need to factor in what time of year you're going. If you're going to the parks at a time of year where it's not that busy, I wouldn't waste your money on the single pass, multi-pass, or the premier passes that Disney wants to sell you to be able to skip lines to go onto the rides. There are ways around that where you don't have to pay for it, and if the park's not that busy, you're going to realize you're kind of wasting your money. The trick is to hit the big rides early. You got to get there first thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon you want to kind of hit the mid-tier rides that aren't going to be very busy anyways, or maybe hit a show or eat some good lunch somewhere. And then in the evening time, when everybody else is leaving, you can hit up some more rides, especially in Magic Kingdom when there's fireworks going or when there's parades going. You can get on rides while people are watching that. Unless you want to watch the fireworks show, of course. Then watch the fireworks show because they are amazing. But you definitely want to watch what time of year you're going because you might get there and realize, did I really need to pay for this? I've done that many times. We get there, I'm like, I didn't need to pay for this. The line's not even that long, especially at Animal Kingdom. I would not buy it there. I would think the only place that would be pretty much necessary if it's too busy is probably Magic Kingdom. And they have that new Premier Pass that's kind of expensive, but that lets you skip all the lines. With the Premier Pass, you don't have to actually look at your app and schedule anything, lightning lanes or anything like that. You can just go to one ride per day and you can have it done. I'm not a big fan of it. Do you really need a pass to get on some of these rides at Magic Kingdom like Carousel Progress or It's a Small World? I'm not sure you want to use that pass for that. But if your time is more important than money and money's not an issue to you, then use those services. They'll get you, it'll be easier to use and you'll be able to get on the rides a lot easier. But what I'm saying is it's just not absolute necessary. And even during the busy times of the year, I don't even know if that service is all that great. We've gone when it was real busy and I didn't get on every ride I wanted to get on using the multi-pass because everybody else is using that too, and they're only allowing a certain amount of rides at a certain time. And when you go after you get your first 3 rides, after that, sometimes it's slim pickings. Tip and trick and cheat code that I want to give you is about rope dropping. Rope dropping is when you get early entry. Now, the best way to rope drop and take advantage of early entry is you have to stay in a Disney-approved hotel, which would include all the Disney hotels, of course, and some other good neighbor hotels that you just have to check the list and see if it qualifies. But with staying in one of these hotels, you get a half an hour early entry. And with that half an hour early entry, you can get a lot accomplished and get on some big rides. You just need to get to the park as early as you can to get kind of in towards the front of the line, because that's how you can maximize your morning. So for instance, Hollywood Studios, I did a video on it. We got in there, we were the very first people in there, and the route that we took an Uber over to the Boardwalk Resort, Disney Resort, and we got on there. We walked from the front of the boardwalk through the parking lot, got onto the path, and walked the path over to Hollywood Studios. But we are number one. We're the first ones here.
Yay!
That was the route after every other route that we took that I was able to get in there first. By getting to the first of the line, you can have your pick of where you want to run and where you want to hit. The 2 best choices to hit are Slinky Dog Dash, or the Rise of the Resistance. There's not always a guarantee either one of those rides will be running first thing in the morning. You always take your chance on that. But if they are running, you can get on those really quick because later in the day, those lines will get extremely long and you don't want to wait in them then. So what about rope dropping Magic Kingdom? We also did a video on this where we were the first ones in the park. And there's a little bit of a trick to this one because it doesn't really matter what route you take. You just need to get there early enough where the lines just start to form. And what you want to do is you want to stay towards the right. At least that's where we stayed, either to the far right or the far left line. And then you want to watch for the cast members to see when they open up another line. And if you're watching closely, you can see them coming before they're actually there. And then once you see them coming, just start going towards the front there and just get right in the line. And that's exactly what I did. I was the first one in line, and you're right directly at that tunnel. It gives you a great opportunity to be one of the first ones in lines of some of these big rides like Tron, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. These are rides that you'll wait a long time if you're waiting till the afternoon to go on these. And you can rope drop the other parks like Epcot and Animal Kingdom the same way. Let's talk about the buses a little bit. The transportation system in Disney is pretty cool. They have a lot of different transportation systems. But I think the most popular one is the bus system. And sometimes this is a good thing, and sometimes this is a bad thing. Buses can be a pain in the butt, but there's a thing on Google Maps that you can actually track your bus. So if you're away, you can actually look at your Google map and see when that bus is coming or the scheduled time. But it could be a great tool to use so you're not kind of standing there waiting in line for 30 to 40 minutes waiting for the next bus because you just missed your other bus. Another thing with the bus systems is you got to kind of watch, when you're getting ready to book a resort, look for the resorts that don't have the bus system going to multiple resorts. For instance, we just stayed at the Boardwalk. When we went to Disney Springs from the Boardwalk, we realized that it went to 2 other deluxe resorts. It went to the Yacht Club and Beach Club, which were really close to that, but we had to do 2 other stops besides the stop that we were at. This wasn't a deluxe resort. It was irritating, and the bus was packed full of people. I'll tell you the best resort to get, if you take the bus, you won't hardly have a wait at any time because it only goes to this resort. And that resort is the Riviera. The Riviera is great for bus service because you hardly have a wait anywhere because it only goes to the Riviera. And the Riviera doesn't ever seem to be that busy. Even if it is busy, it doesn't seem that busy. So it's pretty cool. Plus the Riviera, you just use the bus system. You have the Skyliner as well. So you have 2 different options. They got something pretty new that's going on right now where on your check-in day of your hotel stay, you can get to go to one of the Disney water parks that day for free, but it's only on your check-in day. And the 2 water parks are Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach water parks. And usually they're not open at the same time. It's either one or the other, depending on what time of year it is. I think the best time to actually utilize this is if you actually fly in or however you're getting into town early in the day and you can't check into your hotel yet, but you can actually go to a water park for free. That's a pretty good little perk. Where it won't work is if you get in too late, you check in late, then it's really useless because you can't use that perk for the second day. But a way to maximize this is a lot of people like to do split stays or maybe even do 3 different hotels in one trip. Each one of those stays has a new check-in date. So on that new check-in date, you can go to the water park for free. So if you want to go to the water park 2 to 3 times, just do different stays at different hotels. Disney hotels, not just any hotel, Disney hotels. Now to my next point is that Disney is giving away free dining plans for certain times of the year. This comes with a certain package. Now this package isn't going to be cheap, it's going to be expensive. So is it really free? So it says that the 2025 Disney World free dining plan is available for purchase with select vacation packages, and the plan is valid for arrivals most nights from May 27th to June 26th and July 7th to August 6th, 2025. To qualify, you must purchase a non-discounted 3-night, 3-day package that includes a room at a select Disney Deluxe or Disney Deluxe Villas Resort Hotel, and a ticket with a park hopper option. So that can get really, really expensive, but it is an option. If you like the dining plans and you get them all the time, and you like to stay in the deluxe resorts, then great, use it. It's something free. It's something they're giving you right now. You just have to go during those certain time periods. But I'll give you another tip that goes along with this. Yeah, you're going to get a dining plan, but they're going to make you pay full price for these deluxe resorts. These deluxe resorts are very, very expensive. You're looking at $1,000 a night. I mean, I don't know the exact prices on each one, but it varies, but it's very, very expensive. You can do one of 2 things. You can either become a DVC member, which is a Disney Vacation Club member, and that's going to cost you a lot up front. But if you go to Disney a lot, like multiple times a year, this will really pay off in the long run. That's what we do. But if you don't want to do that route and you're just going to go once and you don't go that often, then you can actually rent points from other DVC members that will be a lot cheaper than buying that directly through Disney itself. So you can save a lot of money that way. You can go to what I like to use is the DVC Rental store. That's the best place, I think. My next subject would be regarding food. Disney World has a ton of options to eat. There is some amazing food out there. But some of these table service restaurants can actually get really, really expensive. The food is amazing, but if you want to save some money on food and you still want a really good meal, then try some of the quick service options. Some of this food is very filling and it just feels like you're eating a dinner anyways. Like Hollywood Studios, for instance. You have Docking Bay 7. That one's my favorite. My wife loves Woody's Lunchbox. These are both quick service places that give you really good high quality food, a great environment. Docking Bay 7 is just amazing to me, just to be in there. You just feel like you're in the Star Wars world. One trick with these quick service places is you can mobile order most of these, if not all of these. You could plan ahead. You'd be in another part of the park. Plan, get your mobile order out, get everybody's order, get it ready, get it set. And then when you're walking towards that way, say, I'm here, because they'll ask, are you close by? And they'll start getting your order ready. If you time it just right, by the time you get to where your food is, you're ready to go eat, get your food, you're ready to eat. So it's a great option when you're on a time constraint, because sometimes this is your trip. You want to get everything you can in, and you don't want to be waiting for a long time to eat. So these quick service options with mobile order is a great route to go. And each park has some really good quick service places. I would just look into it more and find some of these great quick service. Epcot is an amazing place to go because they always have food booths, different festivals going on all the time, and they always have these different fun little food things you can eat from the different countries, and that's always a fun thing to do too. And last but not least, I gave this tip last year. If you're leaving Magic Kingdom and it's really, really, really busy and everybody's leaving at the same time, they're going to have a lot of different routes to get you back to where you need to be. If you have to get back to the TTC, which is the Ticket and Transportation Center, it's going to be kind of a wait. It's going to be a pain in the butt because they want you to take the main monorail or the ferry boat, and they'll be announcing to take the ferry boat. But there's actually a faster route to take. You can just get on the resort monorail. It'll stop at the Contemporary Hotel, but then it'll go right to the TTC. And we did a race on this, and that was by far the fastest route. Another route, if you don't have to get to the TTC, is just to walk over to the Bay Lake Tower. It's a short walk. The Bay Lake Tower at the Contemporary Hotel. You just walk right over to it and call yourself an Uber, and boom, you're gone. It's fast. If you call an Uber at Magic Kingdom, you're going to have to go to the TTC to pick up your Uber. Otherwise, if you're taking a Disney bus, that's really easy. It's right in the front. Buses are great at Magic Kingdom. Just get on your bus and head on out. These are the best tricks I can give you for the year of 2025. I hope this can really help you. If you do have a vacation plan this year, I hope you have an amazing time. It's a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching and hope to see you on the next video.